The camera's gonna.
Can I be honest? When I heard you, I haven't met you yet. I thought you were like an older, grizzled man.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why I saw that. I pictured that in my head.
It must have been my voice.
Yeah.
All right. It is March 26, 2018, and this is Atlanta United FC Weekly at Home Before Dark podcast. And Kevin's not here to hype man it up. But I am Tim Herman. As always, I'm joined by
It's Kevin. What a loser. I'm glad I'm here sitting in his chair.
Can I just get a Uwe la bad boy from you?
Uwe la bad boy, Kevin.
There we go. There we go. I am Tim Herman. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Mr. Dan James, to my left.
Oh, nice to meet you. Danny, don't worry. Most people have been disappointed when they've met me.
I was like, oh. All right.
And then we're joined because Kevin couldn't be, I don't know, couldn't trust him enough to even show up. He had some work conference he had to go to up in Nashville. We have the brothers Palacios, as I'm referring to it. Rafael to my right and Danny to my left.
Money balling right now. Two for the price of one.
Awesome.
That's right. We can't afford Kevin anymore. Let's get two that can do the same production.
I think this is a deal Billy Bean in the early 2000s would have been really happy with.
If you want mediocre success, two Puerto Ricans.
We're going there.
Yeah.
Already. We're 2 minutes in.
We're 2 minutes in. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys are
Bogan.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, the little bell icon. Make sure you guys know whenever we go live so you can join us and enjoy the debauchery that ends up happening in the live chat. And if you guys are listening to us on iTunes or on any sort of podcatcher podcast platform, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button. And if you're listening to us on iTunes, hit a rating and then leave us a review. We will read it out at the end of the show. I've fulfilled my legal obligations. How are you guys doing tonight?
Awesome.
Yeah, Pocket Cast is. What do you guys use for podcasts?
Well, I just converted from Apple to Google, so I'm using Google Music.
I use Apple just podcast.
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. Yeah.
It changed from that to Pocket Cast, and it changed.
I heard.
It's amazing.
$3.99.
$3.99. I know.
$3.99 what?
I'm gonna come in
For what?
I'm gonna come in with an at Pocket Cast t-shirt on next.
It's worth it, man. Trust me. Dan, never mind. I'll pull it up real quick. Just make sure. Sorry about last week, you guys.
I'm not sorry.
The preview showed the video much better than it looked, and I saw the video whenever it was live afterwards last week, and it was just.
Sorry, Tim. You still look good. You still look good in there.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot to take away from this radio face.
But probably those 3 hours you spend in makeup beforehand.
Yeah, it's true. That's
those girls really work magic on you.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. It's like a Steve Buscemi after. It's pretty amazing. The foundation is amazing. It's amazing.
Look like Steve Buscemi in what was it, Mr. Deeds? Crazy eyes.
No,
you know what? I don't even care.
Tim, don't say that. No.
What's going on, fellow kids?
I won't even say guilt. Whatever, guilty pleasure. I found Mr. Deeds funny whenever it came out, and there were some funny parts to that movie.
Sneaky,
what do you mean?
What was it? I can test like one of my favorite parts of an Adam Sandler movie ever was John McEnroe jumping over a cab in the middle of the street in New York City. Granted, the rest of that stuff with like Winona Ryder, I'm not her biggest fan, but like some of that movie was funny. Anyway,
you know what? This is the second week in a row y'all have mentioned an Adam Sandler movie. So
what was it last week?
Waterboy.
Oh
yeah,
Wait, maybe we need to make that a.
Well, you made a reference today in the car. We were talking. They were
obviously we have been formed in the shape of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, we saw these guys were working on the side of the road, and there were some emergency cones. And I went to swerve, and he just goes,
"They were cones.
They were cones." It's from the Wedding Singer.
From the Wedding Singer.
His friends when he.
Yeah.
I was like,
So one thing that's, sorry to keep on this Adam Sandler thing, but one thing that's confounded me coming to America, that all Americans seem
that's an Eddie Murphy movie, by the way.
That's right. The Big
Eddie
Mick,
Murphy and Arsenio Hall.
The Big Mick. You have the Big Mac. Have the Big Mick. No. So anyway, somewhat
no, I get
all Americans, as a complete generalization, think Billy Madison is funnier than Happy Gilmore, and I just don't get it.
I don't know.
They're like neck and neck for me, honestly.
Yeah,
Billy Madison's pretty good. It's pretty funny. I mean, because Billy Madison has so many small jokes,
Yeah.
like just quick little reference. Oh man, it's just so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely more silly, I think. But I think Happy Gilmore probably has more classic quotes than probably Billy Madison.
That's true.
I don't know.
I just can't stand the voice. You know, like the,
yeah.
it's Nudie Magazine Day.
I think that Billy Madison was, I think it was it was obviously Adam Sandler's first attempt in making a, just a general, it was an appeal to everybody kind of comedy where Happy Gilmore was intentional with his like the little shtick lines like, you will go to sleep or I will put you to sleep. It's like your grandma, like little things like that.
Yeah.
But
I guess.
Because it's never Adam Sandler that's funny. It's always the character. Like it's always the side character.
That's what made Grandma's Boy so amazing.
Yes.
Go home, Bob!
Yeah.
You good enough for your home?
my fingers hurt.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
I mean,
hey, Happy Gilmore.
Sorry,
Hey,
Tim.
Happy Gilmore.
we got Dan. You got some validation in the
All
live
right,
chat.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Patrick Hansel.
Thank
saying
you, Patrick Hansel.
Happy Gilmore by far.
is anybody going to recognize the wedding singer?
That's
the best.
That's better than
It's the
Billy
best.
Madison, I thought.
Oh yeah,
It's the best. It's the best Adam Sandler movie. Hands down.
No, I
I
have a soft spot for Big Daddy. Yeah.
Big
Like
Daddy.
Kelly Francis just came up in the live chat saying the same thing.
Kelly Francis, you know nothing.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think in the live chat.
Yeah. Top five Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, are there 5 top ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
one-
you got to
there's-
start including the
there's a-
grown-ups movies and
Oh,
I now
no.
pronounce you
like
Chuck and
there's
Larry.
five.
Spanglish. Oh, what great
Little
movie.
Nicky. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay,
Oh my god, I forgot
Punch
about
Drunk
Little
Love.
Nicky.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, Punch Drunk.
I never saw
Oh
it.
no,
so I'm
Punch
just
Drunk.
throwing it
That
out
was
there.
good.
That is
I have seen.
That was
most
just
of his
was that Paul
dramatic
Thomas
works.
Anderson?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's PT Dubs. Yeah.
Was that the one with
PT.
Drew Barrymore?
No.
no,
No.
it was. Oh, it was with
Because that one
British
was
actress.
terrible.
actress,
It was
yeah.
with the British actress with like
Emily Watson? No.
Ooh, close.
Emily Blunt?
No,
no,
no.
it's not Emma Thompson, right?
Anger
She's too
management.
old.
All right, Kelly, we get it. You like
Okay,
Adam
no,
Sandler?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna have to move on now.
Okay.
That
What about-
anger management has reared its ugly
Yeah.
head.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So we are in the middle of an international break.
So before we go there, so Joey Herring has he's had terrible news, and I feel like it's been up there for like 10 minutes.
Joey Herring, what is your terrible news? Do you have to go to Waffle House again during the live chat and not be a real homie? And
Oh, and then I just went down to Never Been Kissed with Drew, so I'm sorry, Joey Herring.
No. No.
Oh, I thought that was Joey Herring's comment.
Wait, Never Been Kissed with Drew? That's not.
that's not Adam
That's
Sandler.
not an Adam Sandler movie.
I thought it was 50 First Dates.
50 First
no.
Dates, which is,
Oh, that's really
if you
good.
think about it, it's kind of messed up.
It is. It's
Joey
really sad.
Herring, I'm sorry,
You're
he's moving to Ohio.
Oh no.
But if
Ohio's awful.
Hawthorne Heights taught me anything in early high school, it's that Ohio is for lovers, and then
Well-
also for a really bad economic downturn.
No, that's
Yeah.
good though, because now Joey can go and potentially save the crew.
Go
That's
save
right.
the crew, Joey.
go save them.
He can
Save it.
spread the Atlanta
Yeah.
United gospel.
Until August, he's here, I guess, in Atlanta. Yeah. Pierce, reading our minds. He's going to be being able to save the crew. So,
Yeah.
middle of the international break. Tomorrow night, we actually get to see a couple of our guys, or at least one of our guys, on display when Miguel Almiron takes on the U.S. men's national team over in Cary, North Carolina.
Oh yeah.
But,
Wait, Nagby's not playing?
oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, Nagby.
Yeah.
Nagby's playing. And then
Playing.
Romario Williams, has he played yet? Or is that this week
For
as
Jamaica?
well? Yeah.
I mean, he's like, well, him and Maddox, I guess, is. Oh, and is Blake still?
Yeah, Andre Blake.
Andre Blake? Is he
Yeah,
still- Okay, so he.
Let me get you in front of the mic, Dan.
Yeah. Okay.
You make sure it's.
Am I there?
You can always pull it. The scissor arm pulls out. So if you want to get comfortable, yeah, just scissor. Yeah.
Nope, not going there. It's like you're trying to toss that up.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not swinging at that.
Yeah.
No.
Scissor me timbers.
Yeah.
So the Evil International break, it left us not so bad this time around because we had our trusty USL team, Atlanta United 2, taking the field on Saturday for the first time, taking on New York Red Bulls 2. And you
Two
guys were both
spikes.
there?
No,
Or just
it was
Danny?
just
This guy,
Danny.
it was literally a
unfortunately,
last second decision, and it was incredible. It was awesome.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we were all plastics here and we didn't make it on Saturday.
No, let me tell you about my soccer weekend. I actually ended up going to a Roswell High School soccer game as well
Wow.
because my nephew was shout out to Andre Ramirez and Roswell Soccer Club. He was an escort for the Spirit Night for the Roswell Hornets, and then we just stayed and watched the game. $12 scarf. It was great. It was a good experience. It was fun.
Nice.
They actually have like one of the top prospects in Georgia. I don't want to say Mexican kid, but he is a Mexican kid, so that's what he is. But I forgot his name. But he was supposed to be really good. I think it's Christian something. Not sure. All right, Prep Sports. That's another podcast. Yeah, got to do that later.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
But anyway,
as I've alluded
support
to
local
before,
soccer, guys. Support local soccer.
As I've alluded to before,
where are you guys? I'm on another level.
So I was at my kid's under 5-year-old.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, Atlanta United too. It wasn't a big crowd. It was a pretty decent sized crowd. It got pretty loud in there. And I think for the first match it was a good turnout and a good showing. I just think overall the whole experience, it's just a testament to our front office again. Like everything was top notch. The scoreboard, not so much, but everything else besides that was like it was done very, very well. The team is already well put together. Yeah. I know you have it on the docket already, but Yosef Samuel just showed out. John Gallagher, obviously he had his brace too. I mean, it was from beginning to end just exciting, fun to watch. And I think a lot of people who went in thought maybe, okay, I'm going to go to the first one and then we'll see, because it's in Gwinnett. So a lot of people, if you're from the Atlanta area and you're ITP, you're like, I'm not going to Gwinnett for any reason. Yeah. It's definitely worth the drive. It's definitely worth the drive to go check them out for a match. Yeah. I would definitely do that.
I'm not sure I understand this in the live chat. Trap music enthusiast saying video pic is kind of sweat. I don't know if it's sweet. Maybe me and Kevin, our picture at
sweaty.
It's either sweaty or it's sweet. The picture of me and Kevin like at that God, I can't remember the name of that bubble tea place on Buford Highway. Anyway, that's
video pic is kind of sweet.
Yeah, I think that's what he meant.
And kind of sweat at the same time there.
Yeah. No, I was sweating.
Sweet Hut? Is that what it's called? Sweet Hut?
Oh, there's so many of them. Sweet Hut's good.
Yeah, Sweet Hut is good.
I will hitch my wagon to Kung Fu Tea any day of the week.
Oh yeah, Kung Fu's God.
Yeah, Kung Fu's good. I can't remember the name of this place, but they do like this crazy thing where they give you like a mason jar and then they put a like cotton candy on top of it. It's kind of crazy.
Wait, the cotton candy?
Yeah, they put cotton candy on top of it. It's different color, like depending on what you ordered. Yeah, it's really weird. It's like that's authentic.
I'm bottom barrel still. I'm still eating the tapioca, and I'm like trying to enjoy it. I had honey pig for the first time the other day.
Honey pig?
Yeah.
Where did I see honey pig at? They have some sort of pop up, or they have some sort of install.
They have the primary location's in Duluth, but then I think that they started doing that. I think they have like another location, or they do have a not a food truck, but
honey pig.
Honey pig is delicious. No, I'm not kidding. It's great Korean barbecue if anybody tries it, but
yeah,
that's great.
No, the Korean food up.
Yeah.
And
have you been to Heirloom?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
You've been to Heirloom?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We lived in the apartment complex right behind it.
Yeah. Have you been to Heirloom?
No.
Hands down my favorite barbecue.
It's like no.
Hands down my favorite barbecue in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I'm a brisket guy though, so and their briskets second to one, and that's my mom's brisket.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
I'm not like anti-barbecue or anything. I think it's one of the top 5 things about America. But I just haven't made it down to Adam. It's apparently like small parking.
Yeah, it's like a gas
lines.
station. It's like a gas station with no gas pumps.
Yeah.
It's literally a convenience store. And that has what it used to be. Remember, it used to be like Freddy's Mexican Pizza. It was a Mexican place and a pizza place. So they were bound for success.
Yeah.
So it's already been perfectly seasoned.
Yes. Yeah. They did not clean the ovens.
But
don't clean the oven.
But it's so funny because the owner of the convenience store next to Heirloom, he knows that everybody's there for Heirloom, and so he walks out and people are pulling in the park, and he's like, "No." He's just waving his arms like, no. You're like, come on, man.
Yeah, we've gone a little off the rails. Sorry, Patrick. So getting back to the Atlanta United 2 game on Saturday.
Yeah, what was wrong with the scoreboard, Danny?
Oh, well, first of all, they had the home team on the baseball home side. So it was literally 1-3 on the scoreboard. So there was that. And I think they had like pop-up blocker going on or something because it was completely distorted. Sorry, hit my mic. It was completely distorted like for the first half. And then they also stopped the clock at like 25. Like they restarted the clock like in the second half at 25 minutes. Like it was a couple
So
of
some kinks they can
small
iron out,
kinks
but,
that need
you
to
know,
iron out. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah.
But
But
interesting.
and there were 2 flags, so everybody went crazy and started throwing things at the front, put them down.
Well, it
So,
seemed like it seemed that there was a good opportunity that you could easily walk up and buy a ticket. From the videos I've seen.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
So-
honestly, I got my ticket for $10 like an hour before.
That's
Sat
what I'm
supporters
talking
and I
about.
sat up right up front.
That's
so.
kind of what I was expecting for Atlanta United.
Atlanta United too.
How much are the tickets for the
spikes.
lawn?
I don't know. But honestly, lawn seats. I mean, there really wasn't anybody out there that I saw. Just kids literally rolling down the hill, like the whole match. Just
Those
kids
will be
rolling
my
down the hill.
kids.
But I did see like section 116, which is like right on the half line. It was like $30, I think probably. Season tickets are $150.
Wow.
So
I'm kind of tempted.
maybe left.
I don't care if it's even that.
Oh, I know. No. I won't invest in that, but I'm definitely gonna make it back out.
That's fine.
Yeah, because we get 6 free ones anyway for being if you're a season ticket holder, you do get 6 free tickets for any game that you can
And that's
go to.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see people not showing up because there's a statistic that came out, or there's some numbers that came out the other day that the majority of the season ticket holders are all up north.
Oh, that's why I think
mean,
that's why they did that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
it was strategic, definitely.
So thoughts other than the scoreboard. So you were saying it was amazing, right? So
yes. Like
Who was your man of the match?
my man of the match, people want to go Gallagher, but Yosef Samuel was just he
looks the part as well.
impressive. He was so impressive. First of all, I mean, his passion playing, like you saw it. He was going after that ball. I think he was also feeding off the crowd as well. But I mean, he wasn't going down for anybody. He was, he almost got in like 2 fights.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
like he's not taking ish from anybody. So
you can say shit.
Oh yeah, you could say shit all day long.
Yeah.
So do you think, as the season goes along, do you think he could potentially be called up as like a rotation player, or do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
awesome.
I honestly do. I think him being in this predicament because I did a little research on him because I had never heard of him before last week. Like I honestly I didn't know anything, and then as I was playing, he's like, man, this guy's really good. Like he was tearing through, just getting the balls, and obviously the scissor kick goal was like, I mean, it was literally right in front of me when it happened. I was trying to do the Facebook live stream because I heard they had some issues with the stream.
Right.
So some of the Atlanta 2 fan page people, I went ahead and put it on my Facebook, which they had excellent signal if you have Sprint there.
Nice.
And so I was streaming it, and I was looking in the corner with my phone, and I followed the ball with my eyes and didn't use my phone. And the goal happens, and you can literally see it like in the picture where it has the scissor kick goal. You see me like eyes forward, phone to the side with my mouth open. And I'm like, damn it, I've missed the first freaking goal like in Atlanta United 2 history. So that sucked. But no,
that was a sweet ass goal.
It was
man.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was really
just
really
the way
awesome.
that he latched onto that. It wasn't just that impressive that he scissor kicked.
He timed it
right. It was and it was going after the ball too, off of that rebound. And he gets to it, and he positions himself perfectly to
failed clearance and just
friggin' scissor that in. Yeah.
I often worry like if Williams doesn't cut it in MLS for some reason, or something happens to him, it's good to hear that we've got potentially more depth behind him. Yeah,
I mean, you can see a slight. I mean, you can definitely see a difference in MLS play and USL play. Even from the Red Bull side, it's a little bit chippier because guys may not be as clean on the ball, or they're also fighting for spots. I mean, they're fighting to win that game because they care, but they know that they're being evaluated, and at any time they can come down. I think it's it puts us in such a good position having people from the first team. Like another potential man of the match you could honestly say is Alec Kahn. Or Con or Can. What's
Can?
It's Can. Is it Can? Okay.
So
Alec Can.
Yeah, just yeah.
Okay.
I've said it before. I used to work with his cousin, and I got corrected on that like one of the first days whenever she started working with me. And
Alec Can. He was on point. I mean, he was incredibly sharp for the whole game. I mean, because there was a lot of shot. They had a lot of chances at the end. I think we faded towards the end a little bit, but but he held it together. He came out like, I mean, he came off his line strong. He took some guys out like 2 or 3 times, and it was fun. It was fun to watch.
He was the only guy on the field who'd played with the senior team, right?
No, there was Ambrose,
Ambrose,
Wheeler. I mean, Wheeler didn't get a lot of minutes last season, obviously in matches, but he wasn't brought up.
He was on the bench.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mm-hmm. And I think it was Ambrose. Yeah, and I think that's it. I think it was those 3. If anybody was there that wants to correct me, no problem. Quan. Alec Quan.
Alec Quan. No, Quan. Yeah, Quan.
Keep saying Quan.
Yeah,
Yosef was very, very fast.
Was it you that was telling me that?
That would have been nice.
That's John Gallagher was fast too.
Man, those 2 guys. This sucked because probably the best part, they didn't score, but probably one of the coolest parts of the match was on the other side of the field where Yosef like just dribbled around 3 dudes in like 2 seconds. Like you looked like he was about to get trapped, and then he did something magical, got through, made a pass. Nobody was in the middle, but I think it got to Gallagher, and he did the exact same thing, just broke through again. And then I think it was just I think we got a shot, but we didn't score on that. But it was man.
It seems like
that's awesome.
Showing exactly why we drafted him. Did we? I feel like we moved up for that draft pick, didn't we? Didn't we trade an international spot to LAFC to move up in the draft?
Honestly,
am I wrong?
I don't remember. I don't remember the draft.
I don't think
this is the first draft I really didn't
a super draft pick out of.
But I will.
Trades. I could be wrong.
And this hurts me to say. This hurts me to say. But the only person, and somebody can fight me on it. I don't care. The only. Really? Hold on. Pierce Hicks. I have the exact opposite opinion.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give everybody that's listening to this. Our buddy Pierce Hicks is saying
kind of disappointed in Kunga and Rob. Okay, we did that. Kunga was poor. Robinson was solid in defense, but didn't have the ability to pass it out though. Yeah, I had so we're like 50-50. I thought Kunga did decent. I think he was serviceable. Obviously, I mean, he's still young. You know, this is like one of his first meaningful games probably in his career. So, you know, he'll come up. But Robinson, I kind of expect a little bit more, but sometimes he just, I don't know what it was. Like he looked like he was kind of lost.
Really?
Out there. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, but a defender that I did like was Cochran.
Is he 33?
Yeah. He's an older guy,
so he's got some better.
Yeah.
So was he calm?
Yeah. Like whenever the ball came in the box, I mean, he was the one that kind of cleared it out. Like pretty much without any kind of hesitation or any kind of thing. He just got it out, so it was good. So I find Cochran did a good job.
A potential depth piece to Parkhurst or LGP, whether
so that we can stop putting Lorenowitz in center back.
I know. Yeah,
because again, it's doing nothing but a disservice to him.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Kelly Francis saying AJ Cochran was solid. He reminded her of Parkey.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome because I feel like now LGP's healthy, no one's worried about getting a center back anymore.
Yeah, no, and that's bad. Trust me, man. Like depth means a whole lot, especially in a really long season like MLS has.
Yeah. It kind of bit us a little bit last year.
And to be honest, if the fan base isn't talking about it, then I'm worried that Atlanta United aren't thinking about it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
because they only listen to the fan
logical.
base. Yeah.
I know Darren gets on Twitter every morning. It's like, oh shit, what's going on today? Oh, okay.
What is everybody talking about?
That's right.
Yeah, no, I mean this stuff is exciting. Like Pierce said, it's early in talking about Kunga and Robinson.
Yeah.
You can tell. That's why I'm excited for Robinson to get these minutes on that USL.
So Cochran's only 25, is what Pierce Hicks is saying.
Yeah,
really?
Okay, so Pierce Hicks was there. Jose Carranza. Okay, so he's the one that megged the other guy. Yeah, that's the moment I was talking about.
Yeah. And then Brian Diefenbach, shout out to that guy. Buddy of ours, saying that he thinks this shows why Robinson is on Atlanta United 2, his poor play. Yeah. So he doesn't see him making our first team.
Yeah. And that's a shame because I mean if you see his size and like he just looks like he would like he could step in and be like a good, center back, at least a good, set piece defender or something like that because he's tall. We don't have a lot of that many tall players. But no, like I just didn't he didn't stand out. Let's just say that he just didn't stand out.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's so early. I mean, that you have to.
This is second year though. I mean, second year, yeah. But
I mean, but more playing time. You're playing. I mean, it's USL, but still, I mean, it's
He couldn't crack the Charleston team last year, right? So he didn't get much play time over there. He didn't get much play time with us. He had a poor game in his one match against Charleston last year.
Yeah. He hasn't had anywhere to bed down or have any consistency.
It's true.
It's
So
like,
we'll see.
maybe he just
Right?
needs the consistency. He just needs the companionship.
I mean,
to build the relationship.
But honestly, being right down the road from the Bends, I mean, there's that added pressure to perform. I mean, let's shift to like baseball for a second. I mean, that's why the Braves brought Gwinnett. I mean, you had players coming in, and that they were being forced to.
But it's pretty common for baseball teams to have, like, they all have feeder teams, right?
Yeah,
yeah. But not so much. Like, well, actually, no. Which MLS teams don't have?
This was definitely a good move.
I think
for
everybody
Atlanta.
does now.
Just overall, just having this team period
is
a great move for Atlanta.
Yeah. Because they're obviously seeing something. I mean,
Ambrose.
Because why would he be on the field to begin with?
Giving Ambrose minutes, and also, but I think it's more of a move for Ambrose and Wheeler and them to be down there, not necessarily because their play fell off.
Right.
It's more of like you said, like a mentorship, or just showing showing the younger guys like how to be professional, how to go in day in day out, and also how an MLS player plays, I guess you could say, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Which is funny because Aminu's only 23, so it's funny that like he's essentially an MLS rookie, right?
I mean,
he didn't play last year.
In football years, that because I was already thinking when I saw Yosef Samuel, I saw, he's 20 years old already. Oh man, like he's been in there for a while.
A
grizzled veteran.
They're really only a couple players that we can really look at in the U.S. right now with the same lens in terms of age that we can look at the European guys that are coming out of their academy. I mean, Carlton and Tyler Adams and Chris Goslin, those are the guys who are like, if they don't develop by the time they're 21, I don't know. But in terms of like Yosef Samuel, if that's a guy's just a diamond in the rough that they found, and
I think so.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's just a guy. Yeah,
so far,
at 20 years old. In MLS, I don't think that's that bad of a.
No.
That's not that bad of a find.
It's not at all.
Yeah,
but,
it's not the same competition. If you're talking about Europe or anything.
Because I did a little research on him after the match. I was like, man, I got to find out who he is. So he was with the Union Academy for 2 years, and then after that, he played for Bethlehem. But put it this way, he was with that Bethlehem FC team for 20 games, like I think 16 appearances, 0 goals.
Oh wow,
1 appearance, 1 goal. So I think that could be a
just like Joseph Martinez at Torino.
Torino.
I think so.
Yeah.
Exact same thing. So I'm assuming that's just a lock now.
Yeah.
Chris Wondolowski's still playing at 54 years old in MLS, and I think he's about to break the goals record, all-time goals record in MLS.
He's been to like 8 World Cups, hasn't he?
He should have never been to 1. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This just in, he missed again against Belgium.
I'm wearing my US shirt, Tim.
I appreciate that.
Just for you.
Yeah. Off topic, Greg Garza should get a USMNT call up. I agree completely. He's better than Villafana. I don't think there's any question about that. So with Lagos Kunga, shout out to that Kunga squad.
Kunga squad.
He was admittedly nervous before. If you looked at anything before, like the post that he was putting up or whatever, it was like not nerves, but like he was excited and ready to amp up or getting amped up.
You could tell he had a little bit of expectations on himself. Like he was like, what is it? He was like researching goal celebrations and stuff like that. What's that do? That'd be crazy. Oh, we out here.
I completely expect the weight to just melt off that guy after that first game is under his belt.
Absolutely.
I think, and then he gets to pair with Chris Goslin and Andrew Carlton in the midfield, and get George Bello in there, right?
Bello. Did y'all watch the U17s today?
No. Where were they playing?
They're in Dallas right now.
Okay.
They're in Texas.
In windy Dallas.
Yeah.
Did you see the conditions?
It was crazy.
It was horrible.
There was a guy. Well, they played Flamengo, the Brazilian team, Brazilian under-17 team. Like Rodrigo, kid on the Flamengo team, hit a shot from midfield. Because the wind was so strong, it literally carried the ball over the keeper and into the goal. It was a good shot. We lost 3-0.
Watching those kids juggle was unbelievable. I mean, dribbling was unbelievable.
Are they all futsal players?
Yeah,
the same way like Robinho was, and Neymar all playing futsal. The control on that. Oh God, we got a drunk Kevin Bradley calling. Hold on, just a second. Let me put him on speaker. I couldn't get the adapter to work. What's up?
Hello, bad boy.
Are you there, bad boy?
Oh, bad boy coming in loud and clear, bad boy.
What do you want?
Guys, I got fitted for a cowboy hat tonight.
Fucking dope.
Going full boss hog in Nashville, playboy. Bad boy.
You going boss hog?
Going boss hog.
Did you guys take the General Lee up there?
Nah.
It ain't like that. It ain't like that.
I got hot takes on hot chicken. I got hot takes on hot
All right.
chicken.
So
I got hot takes on hot chicken.
All right. So for those of you guys who don't know, we are big on the Prince's Hot Chicken. Met up, did a meet up with a couple of friends, listeners of the show during the Nashville SC game. And then Kevin's up in Nashville right now.
I'm all Hattie B's, man.
So Kevin's about to give his
B's.
thoughts after sitting in line for 40 minutes at Hattie B's before it even opened this morning. Go ahead, Kevin.
All right, guys. So look, Hattie B's is good.
No.
I'm not gonna knock it. It's good, but it's like buying tomatoes from Walmart versus buying them from a farmer's market. Like it's okay. It's good.
But what if the Walmart's like
But
locally sourced?
it doesn't
You
have
don't know
any
that.
of the soul that comes with fried chicken, and most importantly, hot chicken.
So
Like,
you saying Prince's is
No.
just more pretentious?
No, fuck off. I'm saying Hattie B's is more pretentious.
Okay. I
So-
can see that.
I will give the edge to Hattie B's French fries, but as far as the actual hot chicken, Prince's
But wait.
hands down.
Did you have
hands
Did you have the mac and cheese though?
I did have the mac and cheese. It was good, but I'm not there for fucking sides, dude. I'll
Bro,
go anywhere in
but-
Nashville.
Chicken's
Whoa,
chicken,
shots
man.
fired, shots
Chicken's
fired.
chicken.
No,
Chicken is a vehicle to the sides.
You want sides? Go to fucking Cracker Barrel, homeboy. Like I'm here for hot chicken.
Okay,
And
but
Prince's-
what? How
Have you had
how-
Prince's?
You know what? Don't judge me. You don't know my life. Nobody can just go to
it's
Nashville.
Danny
on a hat.
knows what he likes.
I know Hattie B's.
I like
I
what I
will
only
defend
know.
it.
Prince's is legit.
I don't have an
Prince's
informed
soul that goes
opinion,
into
and I
hot
will
chicken.
die on this
What I
hill.
like about Prince's is that the waitresses are angry at you when they serve you. That's
Oh,
what I
that's
like.
good.
Is that there's character behind the service, and I'm always appreciative of that because when
It's
someone
not,
looks
it's
at
not
you,
character, it's soul. There's a difference.
There's anger in their souls.
yeah.
Guys, Kevin's drunk. So
Really?
Oh, did you?
Timothy,
Wait, you went there for
how dare
breakfast? You didn't go to that biscuit place in the Gulch? Oh, what's it called?
I haven't yet.
Callie's Little
I
Biscuit
got
or
a whole
something like
2
that.
days left. There's still time. I
Oh,
got
man.
a cowboy hat
Do
now,
it.
so people pretty much know me.
I'm
I got
legit.
street cred. Hey, speaking of which, even when I got in the Uber at Hattie B's, the Uber driver said, "Oh, so what'd you think of Hattie B's?" I said, "I think Prince's is better." He said, "I agree, dude." I said, "Yeah, right." And then we went through the whole diatribe. Completely agreed. So Prince's is it. I got street cred. I got a cowboy hat. Game over.
All right.
Oliver Shannon played this weekend. Who's doubting me, Playboy? Nobody.
Nobody. Y'all saw my pictures, right?
Oh yeah.
I got literally that was one of the cool okay, for real. Everybody listen. Stop talking. Just kidding. No, for if this is the only reason you go, after the match, and I say every single player signed every article of clothing, body parts, sheets, anything that they did, they signed it. They said thank you. They took pictures. It was awesome. Like they were so appreciative of us being there. Like I was like, oh man, like the goal. And honestly,
Hashtag Kunga Squad.
Hashtag Kunga Squad. That was my first picture. That was my first picture. I was like, Lagos, and he like walked straight to me. That was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
That is really
All right,
cool.
Kevin. People were already complaining about us talking about Happy Gilmore in the first like 5 minutes of the. So
What have you guys done since I haven't been there? Now it's my fault because it makes me worse. You guys have already put it in the fucking crapper. Come on, man.
when the cat's away, man. That's
Jesus.
Oh, hey, thank you for the whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is
that's just rude.
fantastic.
Well, I guess that's what just about every other co-host does besides Tim, so that's fine.
It's fine. I'm good. It's fine.
Just, I supply the alcohol. Everybody else drinks it. You're just par for the course.
Yeah, Danny, there's more, man. You can
go for it.
down the rest of it, down the
Means
hatch.
you show up on time. That would be the big
It's
difference
only
maker
94.
there.
Everybody
I
was here
haven't had
before Dan. Thoughts on the Minnesota game?
Minnesota game. I heard they're calling for at least 1 inch of snow. What was it, 6-1 last year? So I'm going to shoot the difference and say 4-2 Atlanta.
All right.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, after that drumming they got from New York, I know a lot of players were out for them too, right? I think that game for Minnesota.
I mean, they lost.
Yeah, they lost a lot of
They've
guys.
lost Kevin Molino for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
He's their best
ACL.
player. So
Yeah.
and Brandon Wright Phillips ripped the souls out of their chest.
Yeah.
He was playing like a maniac.
Yeah.
He was smiling while he was doing it.
David Villa starts playing for my fantasy team's sake, but that's another story.
Yeah,
right.
it's minimum 3 goals for me this week.
You got some
Atlanta.
schmoozing to do.
Yep.
All right, man.
Hey, what's going on, man? Howdy, partner.
Peace out, Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
All right, later,
Bye,
fellas.
Kevin.
Love you.
All right.
Awesome.
Now that that's under the belt.
So talking about the super draft, has any other team got as much value as we have at the players we've drafted?
I'm telling you,
I feel like it's a little bit
Our
ridiculous.
front office, like I said earlier, I mean,
Yeah.
they're probably the best front office at least in the city of Atlanta, sports wise overall. But except for the Georgia Swarm, which did win a championship.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Besides
that's
them,
true.
I mean, they're incredible.
Lacrosse.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
Oh, the
Lacrosse team. The
Oh,
lacrosse
yeah.
team, yeah.
Oh, their mascot is a
White guy.
Is a blonde white. Yeah,
It's a blonde white guy.
Hi, I'm Todd. Yeah, they're. You know what's really funny though? I noticed today. I saw right there. I saw a. Am I lining up
Yeah, that was good. What you
That was
just
good?
did.
right there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Yes.
Okay, good. There was a Braves advertisement that was trying to mimic the United. Like, oh, we're a community. We care about the Braves.
Funny story. Go ahead.
That I'm saying, like the
Yeah,
front
yeah.
office in terms of exposure
Yeah,
to it's the city, but obviously player wise on that. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else. But I think the MLS and even the MLS the community across the board knows that right now we are the golden child
Yeah.
of the league.
I don't
And
see
this is across the board.
70,000 going to Braves games.
No.
Absolutely not.
No,
that's
no,
that's a
definitely
whole other.
No,
thing,
this is funny. Actually, being part of Resurgence in the supporters group, they actually offered at least our group, and I'm pretty sure other groups, free tickets to go to like the Hawks games and the Braves games, just like as groups, so that way we could try to get the crowd going. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. The Hawks offered us multiple times to go to games. Just to be loud and rowdy and just
Wow.
check it
Wasn't
out.
there Atlanta
Yeah.
United nights?
Yeah.
At
Oh
like
no,
they had
at Gwinnett last year they had a Atlanta United night, and they gave away like 5 striped jerseys. Actually they wore like 5 Atlanta
That's
United
pathetic.
baseball jerseys.
No, it's
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
What's your take on that?
Yeah,
Like, what would you think?
Yeah,
I think that's terrible. I mean, you're just trying to,
right off the wave.
right off the
I like
wave
this
of
position you got going, Dan.
a sports team that has nothing to do apart from you live in the same city.
Yeah.
As I mean, I'm not a baseball fan anyway. It's like cricket. I guess you have to just grow up with it.
Yeah.
But
Are you a cricket fan?
not really.
I was gonna say I didn't think. I was like, I've known you
But,
for
I
like
mean-
almost 10 years. I didn't know.
Right.
I think I would have known that.
But I think that's just fucking awful. You can't, if you want to start something, you have to do something with originality, and you can't just buy like a quick fix to get the Hype Depot from Atlanta United to come to baseball games, because baseball's boring.
Yeah.
I saw an interesting thing in the comments
To
section
me, anyway.
from Archin Brombot saying,
Is that a new name?
yeah, new name,
Awesome.
definitely. Is saying getting that sock from Kunga. I'm not sure if that means he got one of Kunga's socks from the game, which would have been
Oh, wait, who was that? Sorry.
Archin.
Oh yeah, Archie.
Yeah.
Actually, that was funny. He didn't get the sock, but he was fairly drunk. He had his shirt off like in 40-degree weather. Like he was trying to just get it signed, and he was like asking Kuga for a sock. Kuga said no. Kuga said no. He messaged him on I think on Instagram after the game. It's like, hey homeboy, you need to give me that sock next time. And then Kuga's like, oh, I got you, man. I got you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was really
Why
funny.
is he
He
after
was
a
like,
sock?
after the end, like, dude, give me that sock though.
Oh, man of the people.
What are you gonna do with it?
A man of the people. Any other thoughts about the Atlanta United 2 game? Any thoughts on
Just go. That's my thought. Just go. Y'all need to go support the team. Well, actually, the jersey has 9 stripes. I heard the jersey has 9 stripes.
Can we talk about
The joke
the
was,
jerseys?
oh man, The
Go
jerseys.
for it. Finish what you said.
The jersey, as someone said earlier, it looks like they literally bought them in Gwinnett, like a knockoff soccer, like a knockoff football store.
An hour before the game.
They're not so great. I mean, actually, I kind of do like the color, like the color of the gold on the back, because it is a little different. It's a little bit sold out, but like you know how authentic jerseys have like the plastic patch, so it's like reflecting. No, it's like it's like plastic. Stitched on. But they're not terrible. Honestly, I would want one because I do like the 2. I do like how it looks. Like as far with the 2 and the spikes, I think those at least the symbol looks good. But they're not the worst thing in the world. But I would definitely own one.
I didn't realize that it was the ATL2 kit when I first saw it. I thought it was just like some Argentinian soccer that was going across my Twitter line. But then it was actually
it's like another team.
It's
yeah.
But I mean, I didn't really like it at all.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
like
you could definitely because it's not as vibrant and you can tell. I mean, it reflects team. It's not as good.
I like that they have a different kit though.
Yeah.
Like I think like that's interesting. Gives them a little bit more independence, even though they really don't have any.
I do like the season ticket holders. They get the proving ground scarf. That's what they're calling it. The proving ground. Those are really nice. Those are really nice. So I would like to get one of those somehow.
But why don't they have a sponsor in the front? They just haven't decided on one, or
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I could have swore originally it probably was just like a fake mock-up leak. I saw SunTrust on the jerseys.
Those are the academy teams. Those are the academy teams.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I would like one of those too. Actually, just put a United stamp on anything. I'm going to buy it.
Oh man,
that's true. Yeah.
I remember before they unveiled the official kit, and I was praying it was going to be Coke.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
That would have been
cool. That would be really nice. But obviously, I'm happy with American Insurance. They're wonderful. My family is enrolled. Our premiums are on spot.
It'd be interesting to see like if their business has grown since being the Atlanta United sponsor.
I don't know. Yeah, it would be interesting to see return on investment and whether or not you can even like pin.
Can you even measure that?
Yeah, it's not like you could do match back to that. Like somebody
I literally saw your brain. I saw the gears. You're like, I wonder how much they're making back on that.
Oh God, Kevin's calling again.
Back. Save us.
I hope he's crying.
Hey, what's up, Archie? How you doing, man?
Wait, when's sign off at? Did I miss it?
Kevin, we still have like we got like 18 minutes left before sign off.
Yeah, dude, you're on Central Time.
Okay.
Yeah. And Michael Ruiz,
Somebody make sure
it is totally a true story.
People, I love them. And where to find us at on Twitter.
Okay. I won't let you down.
Okay.
Shameless plugs.
Okay, bye.
Don't forget the shameless plugs.
Oh dear God.
Speaking of shameless plugs,
I'm sorry to Bo David that we brought up baseball and cricket. I'm sure those were very angry question marks.
How dare you?
Oh, Bo David, he's a very agreeable man. He can't count very high, being as he's from Alabama and all, but that's a running. He's the one we have the running gag with. Anyway, it's all in fun.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was just a passing comment.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Any other standouts on the field? Thoughts on Oliver Shannon? Since Kevin's off the phone.
You can
talk honestly.
No, you could see. Ambrose and Wheeler, like you could tell they played good enough. Like you could tell, like they played good enough to be on the first.
So
team.
We can trade one of them for a center back. Then is what you're saying?
2 for the price of 1, just like tonight.
No, maybe that's a great thing if Wheeler Aminu is polished enough already and ready that if Lorenowitz steps away next year, that he can step into that slot and play that center defensive mid role.
I think he could definitely do it. To be honest.
Couple other things in the live chat. Brian Diefenbach was asking if we had talked about Zlatan yet.
No.
Dude, there's so much that's happened. Like the All-Star game announcement. You got a lot to get.
Okay, All-Star game. You guys happy with the Juve?
Yo, I am. Yes, I am excited.
Yeah. Thoughts, Dan? Because
it would be interesting to see like if they actually bring their A squad.
Yeah, I just hope they make it ICAP. I want people to. I want them to know that we take our soccer seriously down here.
Yeah, that is a very good point. Yeah. So one thing I'm excited for is in the summer when
let's make it a recruitment trip.
Hey Cellini, you want to?
What you doing, man?
I wouldn't be surprised if MLS throws money at them. Like please, like just let them play for 5 minutes, like just to see what happens. Because I mean that.
Well, last year they got kind of bit in the ass because Ronaldo was supposed to come, but he couldn't come because he was under either house arrest or something like that. He was waiting to like stand trial or something in a court case, so he couldn't actually physically. Probably,
it's Spain, so
they got
to get all that money they can. Oh dear God. So they got bit in the ass because he was supposed to be a big pull. I mean, they still sold out Soldier Field, right? Soldier Field was still bonkers, and
it was still entertaining.
It was entertaining overall. But unfortunately they weren't able to get over. I mean, but you have Higuain, hopefully is going to be playing.
And you know his brother's going to be playing too. I mean, that's he's already set, but he'll probably already earn it though.
You got one of the best strikers, best young strikers in the world, in Paulo Dybala. That's going to be playing.
Which they broke my heart. I'm a Tottenham fan. Everybody, sorry. I know there's like a ton of Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I know. They're freaking
There's
everywhere,
a ton of Arsenal fans here.
It's like,
I don't know why.
Arsenal.
It's okay.
Archie saying can't wait for Kendall Waston to stick one into Higuain.
Yeah, actually, Buffon actually wasn't highlighted in the reel because he's probably going to retire by then.
Who's Szczesny's going to be playing keeper for them.
Well, didn't they? The new Italy manager looked to had a conversation with Buffon about bringing him out of international retirement.
I don't know what to play in the World Cup they didn't qualify for. I mean,
no, I just to help rebuild the team
and play in the NIT tournament with us.
Just be like a player coach
now.
So you're good with Juve?
Yeah, I'm good with Juve. What I don't care about the All-Star game. What I'm interested to see is, remember last year when Man United came over and played the Galaxy, who are the shittest team last year?
Yeah.
I'm interested for a team to come over and play Atlanta United.
Definitely.
I think they're probably too scared, to be honest.
Because, if we beat them, then they'll be like either, oh, well, it's just a friendly, or, well, an MLS team actually beat a Premier League team.
I think, and I'm probably just being, boastful about Atlanta United because I just love them so much. But honestly, I think they could be, they're probably like at least in the what's the championship?
Yeah, for sure.
I think they're on par with at least a championship team.
I think so too. And
they could beat the shit out of Birmingham City.
The thing about those games too is those are preseason games for those Premier League teams, and those teams are going to be making full line shifts at halftime, and they're going to be bringing in they're promising U23 guys and they're U18 guys to come in.
Who was it last year? Real Salt Lake went up like 2 goals on. I forgot what team. It wasn't Madrid, but in the international.
Yeah,
Cup.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, it was Madrid.
Was it Madrid or
Madrid
was it
won off
Chelsea?
of PKs?
Yeah, or something like that. Like it was either. I think it was either Chelsea or.
But it was Madrid. Well, who do they play though?
Salt Lake. Real Salt Lake.
I think it was Real Salt Lake.
Yeah,
right. But Madrid ended up winning in PKs.
It was just surprising.
Well, all I heard after the LA Galaxy Man United game was, oh, they beat them 4-0. Oh, well, no one's really surprised.
Yeah.
But that was coming from the hubristic journos over in the UK and all the Premier League fans.
Ian Wright and
right.
Jimmy Bullard
is he a journalist? Would you call
No, not at all. Pundits.
Right, exactly.
Pundits. Slow down, man. Jumping all these names.
Jamie Carragher spitting in people's faces.
Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah, what an absolute
class.
What an absolute gem.
When do I learn that from?
All right.
So Zlatan.
Yeah.
Go. He's saying. Ronald Pena said RSL played Man U.
Man U. Okay. Thank you.
So Zlatan Ibrahimovic is coming to MLS.
Joey, you're my man.
Much anticipated, not really that secretive. Seemed like it was going to happen earlier than this, but 34-year-old Zlatan coming over.
Oh, he said, "Wait, never mind. That was 2 years ago."
Oh, yeah,
What?
He's looking at the wrong. Yeah, I think you're probably right with the Real versus Real.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
Ibrahimovic. I've seen a lot of takes about this being turning the clock back on the progress of MLS and how it's kind of just perpetuating and propagating this retirement league image. I wholeheartedly disagree with that 100,000,000%, because Ibrahimovic at 34 years old is still going to be one of the best players in MLS.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You're talking about He's 36. I could have swore he's only 34 years old.
No, he's
Hold on, we're
36.
checking the internet.
Okay, my bad.
36,
Okay,
yeah.
my bad.
But even
Yeah.
I
My
mean,
bad, Kevin.
he's still
Keep me in
banged up.
check.
He's still 36. I mean, even if they let's say that they don't start him, I mean, you put him in the 60th minute, he can change. He'll change the game.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He will change the game.
No, he will start.
Oh, I
Which-
know he
which-
will.
which one
I know
are-
he will.
Well, I would bring him on as a sub just to start him off.
Oh,
you know, I
absolutely,
wouldn't-
absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
he's still no matter how great you are, you still got to get used to the league, to the play for a second.
Yeah.
Also, he's used to playing, in Europe and everything. And what a lot of people probably don't realize is America is a big country compared to Europe.
yeah.
The travel wears players
Yeah.
down.
Yep.
Changing time zones, going across country. I mean, it does. It affects people's play. And you're playing in all different climates. Pretty much, you're playing in the same climate in Europe. I mean, sorry, but
Yeah, he's
it's
not
true.
used to playing in humidity.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So I mean, and also we play in the summer.
The humidity is not used to
Play-
playing against Zlatan. though.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That is- and again, and
You think that it's not
in
used to playing against
California,
Zlatan.
California, they're on that water shortage.
Oh, he came,
so-
and also he came. He came from money and exposure because it's America. No matter
Right.
what, even if it's MLS, it's still
Oh,
America.
And
Yeah.
honestly, the money that he's going to be getting is probably more likely going to be coming from sponsorships because he's
Yeah.
a TAM player. He's not even a DP.
That's right.
Unless they're
Yeah.
going to cut the fat of one of the DeSantos brothers. I mean, Jonathan has been pretty bad, right? Is it Jonathan that's been poor for them?
Gio has been he's
Yeah.
been good, but he hasn't been what they wanted.
Yeah.
I think.
So Michael Ruiz asking,
Alessandrini's our best player.
how are you going to fit him, Kamara, both Dos Santos
yeah.
and Alessandrini on the field together? I think you find
With
a way
a
to do
wedge.
it.
yeah.
yeah,
You,
just do
you
it.
find a way to do
Yeah.
it. You bench Ola Kamara if it means getting Zlatan on the
Well,
on the,
you'll
on the
just
field.
say ask Zlatan which position he wants, and then put the others around him.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
Yeah.
you're talking about over the past 15 years. You take Messi and Ronaldo out of the equation.
absolutely.
He's the best player in the world.
Yeah.
He's the
Yeah.
best
Hands down.
player of the past 15 years, hands down.
Yep.
He
Agree
had a
with that.
stretch of, I want to say it was like 8 straight years. I don't have the stats in front of me. I think it was 8 straight years he won a title, and I think it was with 4 different teams.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
between Ajax, Juve,
Mhm.
Inter Milan, Barcelona, AC Milan.
PSG.
So it's 5 different teams,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
PSG.
PSG.
Wherever he goes, they win because he has an attitude. He has unbelievable. I mean, you've seen it. Zlatan is Zlatan. You saw "You're Welcome."
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
no one believes in Zlatan more than
Than
Zlatan, and I think that's a direct quote.
But
yes.
But ultimately, I think the Galaxy needed that though, because last year after they
Oh,
embarrassed
yeah.
themselves,
Yeah,
I mean, they're the Galaxy cannot afford right now to lose lose any future momentum against, especially with LAFC.
Oh yeah,
in town
yeah.
now.
eating up all the leftovers.
Yeah.
right
No,
now.
yeah. I mean, that's someone asked me on Twitter the other day. They're like, well, "What do you think about him showing up in LA?" And I was like,
And I'm gonna say, you mean Atlanta Juniors?
"Yeah, yeah." 'Cause-
Dude, they modeled everything after us, which is good. I think that's more of a compliment for us. But
Yeah, for sure.
if
Yeah.
you've seen like even their chance,
yeah.
yeah, we saw it. We all
Joey
saw it.
Harrington
Yeah.
We all saw it.
stating Zlatan won best player in Sweden for like 11 years.
Yeah.
He'll probably win best player in Sweden after he retires as well.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's some good players.
yeah.
What?
Oh, when you open up a new tab.
Nice.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah,
good
it's cool.
fucking design
Oh, yeah.
advice that comes
How
up on
many
that.
how many goals did he score in PSG?
He scored
was-
113 goals in 122 games.
A
Ooh,
PSG?
boy. Dude, throw that money. That
Yes.
is, yeah.
And-
I mean,
That's
and
what-
and
you're-
for Man U, in a lot of, I think, appearances off the bench, he had 17 goals in 28 games.
Yeah.
He's 6'5". He's
That's
still
true.
well. To Kevin Brown's point in the chat, they haven't really seen him since I think it was a ACL tear or something like
In
that.
Yeah, I
October?
mean, that's-
It was
mhm.
October, I think.
No, it was
December.
2 years. It was a year and a half ago, I think.
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
yeah, that's why he didn't play anything. I mean, he's
Yeah.
ultimately it's
Well,
when he hits the field, you have
on
to be
Man
concerned
U, I
about
mean,
that.
where are you going to put him at this point? Where are you going to put him on Man U?
No, I don't.
Like,
I
you
don't-
sub him
Yeah,
maybe,
he's-
but
yeah.
no.
No, I mean it's not really on them for that, but I think I mean Michael Ruiz is saying Kamara had a hat trick against Australia playing for Norway, I guess during the international break. I still think okay, maybe cut one of the Dos Santos brothers back because to Archie's point, he's saying that Gio got voted most overrated player in the Players Anonymous survey. Wasn't it a Players Anonymous survey?
Yeah,
Or was it?
yeah, no, that was it.
Yeah.
right.
But some of that was really weird because some of the guys showed up on underrated and overrated.
Yeah, they did both. They did both.
Yeah,
it was silly.
It was pretty silly, but I still think he has a lot to give, and I think that if he can get back to fitness, even if he's at like 80% of what he used to be, I think he's going to be a terror on this league.
Oh yeah,
and if nothing else, he's much different a retirement league guy than say Robbie Keane or Robbie Keane was very productive.
Robbie Keane was a beast.
He was a beast. Steven Gerrard was still pretty good for the year or two that he played for LA Galaxy. He won a title.
Former Spur.
Oh, did he?
I want to say he wanted to.
I don't know if he did.
But I mean, I think Jermaine Defoe still had a pretty good year whenever he came over for. He's not Jermaine Defoe. He's not even Steven Gerrard. He's a league above Steven Gerrard and Frank Lampard.
I'd say he was more on terms with like when David Beckham came over.
Yes.
I'm saying it would be like Messi coming over. I'll be honest. Yeah. It would be like a Messi Ronaldo.
And he has more to give at this point in his career than I think Beckham did at that point.
He has.
What about Henry?
He still has 4 or 5.
Yeah, Henry was
good.
Yeah, he was great.
But he still has like 4 or 5 years maybe left on him
in MLS. Maybe.
He's really playing when he's 30.
No, this is what he said. He said he's coming to win and then he's going to leave because that's what he likes to do. He just likes to come dominate.
He didn't win anything at Man United
because ACL didn't let
all
him.
the answers.
And then he realized with Mourinho there, he's not going to win anything.
Yeah.
Liverpool didn't win anything.
My knee told me to relax.
No, that's fine. I think we'll win a title before Man U does, though.
I could see that.
At this point, yeah.
I could see that. Unless Mo Salah gets sold.
They're about to sign him too. They're about to make him the highest paid player on the team. They're about to restructure his contract. Yeah. They're about to restructure his contract in the first year.
Damn right, Brian.
Coys. Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I'm saying, but his coin. But his presence in LA, it's
huge.
gonna. A cultural shift, I think, for the organization itself.
Yeah. It was a good move.
I'd really
like. It was a good move.
Overall. I wonder what the impact is to passive viewers of soccer in LA with Zlatan coming there, because I really can't get a temperature to Hollywood to see how Zlatan is impacting sort of the general populace.
We have some friends and family that live out there, and honestly, they don't really talk about the Galaxy or even LAFC that much, at least from us. It's mainly like baseball people that we discuss, but I don't see it. I don't hear about it. I think we would have by now. Like, when the media discusses Atlanta United, what's like top 3 things they discuss? Atmosphere, culture, Barco.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Barco. Speaking of which, I didn't.
The ABCs.
I didn't forget you.
Atmosphere.
I didn't forget you, Brittany S. in the chat earlier. She said that Barco might not be ready for Minnesota this weekend.
I'm fine with that.
Good.
Do not rush him back.
Do not rush him.
Nope.
Yeah.
Take your time, man.
So we have Minnesota coming up on Saturday, up in the snow. Yep. As Kevin alluded to,
orange ball watch.
Orange ball watch. Yeah, yes. It's funny. Yeah, Angie goes crazy over it. She's never got to see a game with the orange ball, and she's always at work or something like that. Whenever it comes, yeah.
Do you remember like the old Fox Sports when they would do NHL and they would have
the highlight?
Yeah, the little highlight on the puck. That's what it reminds me of.
Tracker.
It's like,
yeah. So thoughts on that game, because they're going to be without Kevin Molino, who's their best player.
The only thing is Atlanta does, it seems that they drop off a little bit when they're away. I think they feel really comfortable at home. And on grass, they're a little, they play just a little bit slower. So maybe that'll help Minnesota a little bit, but I see this as being a minimum 3-goal game.
Yeah.
To be honest. But they're also in such, they're in such sync. Gressel. That's it. That's
to your point, though, the last road game did not go as we thought.
No.
So, we've had this a little bit of cohesion. Now, maybe having the easier game against Vancouver is going to help push these guys together.
But even when we discussed it, Vancouver, I coming in, I was like, oh man, I'm kind of nervous about this.
I was really nervous.
Yeah.
But then after,
Watson
and all that. But I don't know. As long as we beat whoever, I don't care if they've got 3 men on the field. I want to win.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to put an asterisk by it because 3 points, 3 points.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's always so silly.
With a hat trick.
The asterisk is always so funny. So one point back to the Zlatan thing. Michael Ruiz is saying that he's had multiple non-soccer friends send him stuff about Zlatan. They are here in Atlanta. He's known as a quality soccer player and character. He brings in the casual to non-soccer fan. I think that's true.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
agreed. Even that
so-
that one page ad was like the best advertisement they could do it because that was just news. Period. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Genius, dudes.
Yeah.
There's that, and then
he will
the
give
hype
Hollywood
video.
what they're looking for. I mean,
the lion.
Dude, the hype video at the
was
fuck the
weird.
lion. The best part was the end. It said,
Funny. That's actually his personal line.
What?
Just kidding.
I was like, oh god.
That's like, oh, I'm not surprised.
yeah, no.
His name's Latan.
I'm telling you,
My wife's name is Zlatan.
the best part was the end when he said, "L.A. Welcome to Zlatan,"
Yeah.
instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
That's funny.
So, for those of you guys who participate in the score prediction challenge, make sure you guys go to gethomebeforedark.com/predictions. Don't just put it in the live chat. We are keeping tallies on that. Put your full name in there so that we can keep track of your score throughout the season. If you guys get the result correctly, it is 1 point. And if you get the score correct, it is 3 points. And we're going to keep track of that and then tally the points at the end of the season. And the winner's going to get a prize pack, get a spot, come hang out, record with us. So predictions on this weekend, Dan?
I'm going to say 4-1.
Yeah.
3. I'm gonna. If Escobar's in, 0-3-0.
Okay.
If Escobar's in,
Yeah. Any news on Escobar right now?
3-1. Nothing.
Still nothing.
Nothing.
Tight, close to the chest. Guess we'll see.
I'm gonna go for the shutout 2-0.
I'm right there with you. I think it's gonna be 2-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be more.
I think
I think Vancouver's
it
a better
has to be
team.
more
I
than
think
2.
Vancouver's a better team. That's my.
Well, it's funny you
that's
say
okay.
that about the grass field, us playing kind of slower, but at the same time, if the field's frozen, the ball's
it'll
going to
play
travel a
fast,
lot
yeah.
quicker.
That's
It's
right,
playing
that's
on
right, that's
concrete
right.
right there.
You're gonna have
Yeah, and I'm with Dan, especially both of y'all,
Yeah.
both the Dans that we just play a lot more comfortable at home.
Yeah,
and being away, it's just Houston was that was horrifying. That was
Honestly,
horrifying.
I've forgotten about it since I've literally completely shaken it off.
It's taken off, but then when you remember they go back on the road, then you think about, oh my God, I
yeah.
saw that game.
Kelly
Yeah.
Francis is being very, very much
Vocal.
cynical in the live chat, saying Almiron with 4 clear chances and no goals on Saturday.
Come on,
Oh,
Kelly.
man.
You got it.
Who are you?
He's gonna
Kelly,
get out.
I thought better of you than that.
Is he going to break the duck at some point?
Yeah,
he's got
he's,
to, right?
he's already scored a goal.
He scored a goal.
He
He
scored
scored
a
goal
goal
of the
against DC.
week.
Yeah.
By the way, what the hell was that about MLS? Atlanta didn't get goal of the week this week.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
We got a 4-1 Joey Harrington, Archie saying 2-0, Kelly 2-1, Jimmy Vance 3-2. Like I said, go and make sure you guys are putting that into the prediction form. Also, if you guys are playing fantasy with us, I didn't check that. That's my bad. I can pull up the fantasy league standings right now. But go over, if you guys are playing MLS Fantasy and you guys aren't with us, search HB4D in the leagues and just join us. You can join multiple leagues with your team. And if you guys aren't playing MLS, go sign up, or MLS Fantasy, go sign up and join us. Our
That's
top
right.
5 is as follows. We have Stats and Trends still at number 1. Beck, the last name. Blobfish United, Kemsky, still number 2.
Blowfish.
We got Mucha Plata, Josh Bailey at third place. We have ATL Shouty, Matty Anta, Matt Lana on Twitter, and then we have Jamiroquai's hat, Kevin
Jamiroquai's
Gorham.
hat.
Yeah, Kevin Gorham at on fifth
Respect.
place. Where are you at, Dan James?
Respect.
Dan James is in 19th, so
19th.
you're leading.
Clawing my way back.
Congratulations.
Is a no.
Yeah, you know.
You're leading.
No one calls me Julia Slack.
Where were you, Dan? Where were you last week?
In the charts,
Yeah.
I was like 25th or something
I'm
like that.
Ooh.
I'm 45th right now.
Moving on, no, moving on,
There-
up
there's
to
a lot of
the
teams.
east side.
We have.
Yeah, I'm going that fantasy sky.
All right.
Yeah, we have 91 players, so you guys better get in and test your mettle against everybody. There's a steep drop off at a certain point. I
I think Kevin's already lost interest.
don't think Kevin's lost interest. I haven't lost interest, and he's still beating me. So he's 9 places ahead of me.
Snowpocalypse 2 Reloaded.
Oh, Birmingham City Relegate. It's back on there. Awesome.
That's pretty amazing.
Thing is, it's probably going to happen.
Our buddy and our road correspondent, Kevin Brown, is predicting 6-1.
Oh,
and he's going to be out there. I feel like, Kevin, you and I need to do like a hangout, and I need to record it on YouTube Live or whoever, if we're all watching the game together, whatever, on Saturday. Get you while you're at the game and get some live footage. Other things. Oh, we had a user submission from Sam Langford in the UK. He asked a kind of fun question. We'll kind of round the show out with this. If you could pick, that was you. You put that, right?
No.
Oh
no.
That was in there. So I didn't audit the Google Doc. So I don't know who changed that for you, but I don't know.
Okay. Just
anyway.
Ahead.
So the topic submission was if you all could pick 4 players, a goalkeeper, center back, center midfield, and striker to put in the current Atlanta United team, which 4 would you have? So with Dan picked Oliver Kahn, not Oliver Kahn.
I didn't pick anything.
You didn't?
No.
Who did?
I don't know, but I did.
That must be Kevin.
I certainly didn't put Eric Quintana at striker.
So this must have been Kevin's, and he masqueraded it as Dan's. Okay, center back Sergio Ramos, midfield Paul Scholes, and then at striker Eric Quintana of Mouse of the South.
Mr. Gasbag?
Mr. Gasbag himself. Much love to that guy. He and I both got portrayed as Hitler this week in the Great Podcast Wars. And
that was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Both of those were hilarious. I think a lot of people got a lot of joy out of those. We had nothing to do with either of them either.
No.
So for me, I picked Iker Casillas at goalkeeper, Naldo at center back. I don't know if you guys ever watched. Played for Werder Bremen for a long time. Plays for Schalke now. He's a big, tall, lanky, like 6'6", wiry Brazilian defender who can smash the ball. Midfield, obviously, Steven Gerrard. And then at striker, I put Zlatan.
I would put.
You really did?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had it as Raul at first, and I was like, man,
in goal, I'd put David.
Pull my ducks out.
Yeah, I
of course you would put Gerrard in there.
Yeah. So Danny Palacios.
Yeah, I picked Boof. I got to play with like my generation because I started following soccer when Dempsey went to Hotspur, which is how I became a Tottenham fan.
Right.
And so Buffon at keeper, Piqué,
that's a good one.
Piqué at center back. Ronaldinho, obviously I'm a huge Barcelona fan. I picked Ronaldinho at midfield and then Messi at striker with an honorable mention of Bobby Boswell, the greatest of all time.
I think Peter Beardsley would actually be a good person to go into Atlanta United.
Okay.
Because he was, I mean, he had that vision that he started with Liverpool and was one of their best players, and then he went to, I think he may have gone to Everton or something, and he just couldn't mesh in, and the problem was that he was making all these passes to space, but none of the other players around him had the soccer IQ to understand what he was doing, so he just completely failed there. So anyway,
or they failed him.
Ian Rush would be a good one.
Yeah.
Ian
John
Rush.
Aldridge.
Who the fuck is he?
John Terry. John Terry.
Put Kenny Dalglish up front with Josef Martinez.
Yeah.
Be fun. All right. So, Raph.
Mine, because we're brothers and we love La Liga. All right. So I have Navas for goalie.
Nice.
I have Piqué because he's married to Shakira, and that's that alone is
that guy just has everything.
I don't know. Piqué's,
I love that Piqué pick. I really like that.
So
we should do that. We should make that happen.
So Cristiano, but 4 years ago.
Okay.
Said, yeah,
4 years ago.
Yeah, not now. Because he's so inconsistent. I mean, he's amazing.
For the follow.
Right.
He's amazing for it, but it's just it's always when he's wide open.
That guy is incredible. He keeps his weight like 5 pounds below the average weight for his height, just so he can keep his speed. It's the amount of dedication that guy has is incredible.
Did you see the penalty he tried to ask for when he kicked the ground?
Oh yeah,
Portugal game.
Fun fact: that's what LeBron James did when he was in Miami. He followed his diet.
Really?
Yeah. That's why when he left Miami, went back to Cleveland, he lost like 80 pounds.
That's
So he
crazy.
didn't keep up with. Anyway,
And I don't know if it's true, but apparently he has no tattoos.
I'm following the Val Kilmer after Batman diet.
And then for my my forward/striker, the greatest in the world, Jurgen Klinsmann. He
that's actually a good. That's a good pick. That is a really good pick.
Or Neymar. Neymar Messi. But then my honorable mention was Pele. Pele.
Basically, he just cycled.
Dude, he
through
scored like 10,000 goals. You know that they don't even know, like, even in friendlies, they don't have a recorded number of the goals that he scored. And they're saying, what was the, oh my gosh, I should have wrote down the number. But anyway, yeah, that it was an astronomical amount. And he destroyed everybody with a smile on his face.
They gave Vertonghen, Xavi, Thomas Müller. That's a good Thomas Müller. That's a good pick.
My last Ronaldo fact. Apparently, he has no tattoos because he likes to give blood to people.
He has what?
He has no tattoos because he likes to give blood. Like
That's
he does that
interesting.
like every month or something.
Oh,
that's interesting.
I love Ronaldo.
You know, interesting fact about me: I can't give blood.
Neither can I. Why can
For the
you not
same
give
reason?
blood?
Because we ate English beef in the 80s in Spain. Is that incorrect? Is that the same reason you can't?
CJD, brother.
Actually, my blood is highly prized. I'm type O. And
Whoa.
so I get calls and emails constantly
So
from
do you
American.
give blood?
I do.
Good man.
I haven't been able to past a couple times just because of travel.
Yeah.
I've been traveling out. But
Right. Plus I got diabetes. So
it pays great.
Yeah.
Plasma pays way better.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to wrap it up for us tonight. Thank you guys for coming over.
No, thank you for having us.
Jackson. Yep. Thank you. I hope we were serviceful.
Yeah.
Serviceable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elijah Craig, small batch brought to you.
No new reviews on iTunes or podcasts. We did have a couple new ratings. We did have a couple new ratings.
Is happening.
No, we have hit 105.
We have peaked.
We have 105 on
now.
on iTunes. But if you guys, like I said at the beginning of the show, if you guys want to leave a review, we will read it out on the show, no matter how absurd it is. As if anybody's listened to the show, you know they get pretty absurd. Yeah. Where can everybody find you guys on Twitter, Raf?
You can find me at Rafo underslash. It's at RAFO _ Antonio _
It's like a awesome metal band name underslash.
I'd listen to that. Yeah.
I'm at D Palacio 16. No S on the Palacio.
Was that it? So is that intentional?
What?
So Palacio versus Palacios.
Oh, it was for me because Yahoo said that Palacios was taken. So I had to remove the S, and it's Tito Rockets is the name.
Oh yeah,
of the game.
Yeah.
Dan you can find me at
just
underslash.
Remove the vowels.
JMS.
Yeah, just remove the remove the vowels.
Remove the vowels. I mean, some people have a real problem with it.
Like, remove the vowels. Just colostomy bag.
That's right. Just colostomy bag it up, man.
And just a quick shout out to because they'll kill me if I don't do it. Shout out to Resurgence. Love you guys. Just want to say hey.
Yeah. We definitely we're gonna get a show together. We've been talking about it for ages. When we get people from all the supporters groups together, do just a supporters group special.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, how you like me now, Guarev? How you like me now? No, he does an awesome job. He does our social media and stuff. But he does an amazing job.
If you guys can follow us as a show on Twitter at Home Before Dark. That's B and then number 4. You can follow me on Twitter if you'd like at Tim Herb.
Hell United.
Yeah, find us on any podcatcher, any platform. We're on TuneIn. We're on everything. Wherever you found us, thank you guys. We love you guys.
You can follow Kevin at at SMALLDICKS.
Did you put an S at the end of that?
Small dicks.
Yeah. He is at the _ARC1TECT. Yeah, I'm bad at closing this out. This is his shtick. So
that's okay.
If you don't mind, I just have to say thank you for being the play-by-play for the game on Saturday.
Oh, you're very
welcome.
I
had no idea what happened because I couldn't see it because of the streaming.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tried to watch it.
I literally Facebook lived probably half the game. because everybody was complaining about the streaming.
Good work.
On Man United too. Yeah.
Good job, Danny.
At some points, because there was alcohol involved, Raptors may or may not have appeared on the field because there was a Jurassic Park filter, and Raptor just randomly appeared. I was like, "This is awesome." It is literally eating Alec Khan right now.
They should do that in the actual broadcast.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, be home before dark.
Let's go shoot some loons. Whee!